I have herbs growing everywhere this year, and my goal is to have enough fresh herbs to last me through the winter. And one of my favorites is rosemary. And historically, rosemary is dried, but I'm going to show you what I do to use it fresh. And I tell you, when I put this in my casseroles or my lasagnas in the winter, it's just so good, so flavorful. I will never do dried rosemary again. And I'm going to show you what I do as I harvest some rosemary today. You can see my drip irrigation line here. This is my cabbage and Brussels sprouts patch, but I have a little bit of rosemary tucked in here, and it's really looking good. I'm gonna trim it back so that it can push out new growth for the rest of the season. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim some off, and I'm gonna show you what I do with it to last me through the winter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these down to, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches from the ground. And what this is going to do is, for the rest of the season, it's going to push new rosemary growth up into new stalks. And I'm just going to give all of these a trim, like so. See how much shorter they are? And I've left some of the ones that were not quite as tall just to fill them out a little bit more. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So you want to wash these, and what you're going to do, I'll just show you, these aren't washed, but I'm going to take the leaves off one by one, and I'm just going to put these into my jar, and I'm going to wash these in a minute and lay them out to dry, and then I'm going to put them back into my jar, and I'm going to freeze them, and that's it. And these freeze wonderfully. They turn quite crispy with ice. And you can cut them, chop them, put them in your mortar and pestle, grind them, whatever you want to do. But they taste so fresh in the winter. I absolutely prefer it to dried herbs from the store or from myself. So just another option. If you love drying your herbs, keep doing that. Like, if you find something that works for you, that's wonderful. I have found that I like freeze drying my rosemary better than traditional drying because I find it to be more flavorful. So if you're looking for something a little bit different in regards to preserving your rosemary for this winter, and you want to give this a try, I highly encourage it. I'd be very interested to see what you think. And happy herb collecting. May we all have many, many herbs to last us